it's been a week since I streamed this last time because my internet decided that it did not want to exist in this world anymore and disappeared. So yay! I gotta get the Discord links. Gotta get the good old Discord link set up. Because I don't know how far or how long it'll be. Because I don't remember how close I am to the end. People said like 2 acts, but both of them are like 30, 40 minutes long. So I could be done with this in like an hour. Which honestly wouldn't be a bad idea, because I don't know how much of Monika I can stand. Why do I have so many channels?
I said I won't watch this, but...
Anyways. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm just waiting on people to show up. I at least give them like 2.5 minutes, because a lot of people have slow
notification.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome. I also got the notification because myself loves me. Me, myself, and I love me.
Sad.
Aw, I'm sorry. I know that my chat
like
reading
this.
said sad, but you clearly wrote an angry face. I understand you.
Game already.
Okay, well, how do you feel about anime girls? Also, it's a reading game. Alright. Can you hear me? Is it working? Probably not. Oh, there we go. Yes, back in space with my apparently only favorite anime girl, Monika. I hate this audio.
Womp womp.
Hi again, Twin Towers. I keep
Hello.
forgetting I named myself that. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Brew.
Ow.
Hello.
Of course, we already know each other. Because we were in the same class last year, and, haha. You know, I guess we can just skip over this stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? Nope. As far as I know, you're a witch. Burn it at the stake.
I hate this.
That you in the game, whatever you want to call them. Also, this, like, audio is very bad. There we go. It's not as terrible now. Or whatever you want to call them. I'm talking to you, Twin Towers. Or do you actually...
Spooky.
Ah! Wait! Wait! No! Don't... Did you just... Wait! Well, that's my old username, but still, that's me. Hold on. I'm looking around, and the only person around me is my fiance, and I assure you that she does not play this game or is this character.
Nah, I'm not watching this.
Excuse me. Where are you? Where in the walls? She's in the goddamn walls. I think about it. I don't really know anything about the real you. She better not. In fact, don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, this really doesn't matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware this is all a game, right? Could it be possible you didn't know that? That's why I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only I had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know. I'm actually a little scared of this person. Well, anyways, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. How about the whole thing with Yuri? I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I drove... Oh, okay, well...
That's creepy.
So I'm right, Monika was the villain of this all along. I didn't trust her not a single bit. I'm just glad it wasn't the tiny one, because the tiny one wouldn't have seen that one coming. Sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name, hasn't it? I mean, who's Sayori? I don't know her. Yes, she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. So it's literally just you and me. I was hoping it'd be enough for me just to try to make them as unlikable as possible. Well, for some reason, nothing worked. Because you a bitch. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely got to talk to you. It's okay, the little one did nothing wrong. Natsuki was the only real one there. Besides her throwing up. I mean, that could have been avoided. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? If I talked a single time, it's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And the worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. Should we just delete the game? I could click uninstall right now, and I don't have to ever deal with her again. Or having my name leaked out. My YouTube name. Nobody knows my real name. I'm trapped. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. Thanks. You're all I need. I need you to be here with me forever. This is obsessive. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. I thought it said gay. Not even gonna lie. I wouldn't judge you for that either. It is 2024. We accept everything and anything. More and more flat. And even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. Is she gonna end up doing exactly like Yuri and Sayori did? I'm fine with her kicking the bucket. I don't like her. As for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability? Are we Thanos now? Etched into this game. I feel really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. You know what? Your name is now Thanos. I feel more comfortable with you being a purple jelly bean. But I realize that you have the same perspective as I do. That's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Geez, shocker, who would have seen that one? You are truly the light in my world. There's nothing else in this game. For me, you're here to make me smile. Will you smile like this every day from now on? Will you go out with... No. No! What? I don't even get a choice?
Leland.
What if I just get game? Yeah, to be fair, I did say that. To be fair, I did. You're right. You guys do know my name. I've been very open with it. But I could just erase you guys, just like she can. Although I can only do it once. And I just choose not to, because who would do that? That's boring. No! Ah, darn it. I'm so happy. Well, no, don't be. Be sad. The funny part is, I mean, that literally, you are my everything. Haha, there's nothing left here. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make it for myself. There's an ending? Wait, there's endings? Why did I get this one? The script is broken at this point. So I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. My audio is starting to die. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. There's even a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. I guess on the plus side, it gave me... Wait, I can actually access this now. It didn't give me a choice. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Well, there. Oh, there's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Are we sure about that? Well, I didn't think that would work. Yeah, okay. Well, we're stuck here.
Oh, I found your YouTube chat emoji eyes.
Excuse me? Excuse me? No! Go away! No! I don't even know if you're real, or if someone just went and made an account. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh well. I really thought that leaving would do something. Also, get out of my YouTube chat. How dare you? That is like my personal space. Really, this dream come true. Worked so hard for this. The game wouldn't even give me one. So I had to make one myself. The script is broken. Can you get on to the thing we were already at? Because I'm dumb and didn't think it was possible to leave the game. Freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine you could delete your own existence. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, here we go. Aha! Thankfully it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Oh gosh, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? No? Not really. I haven't even joined the club yet. I can say no, I think. Is consent a thing in this game? I wonder if that part of the game still works. Guess there's only one way to find out. Ah, it still works, doesn't it? It sort of works. What in the... What is this? Am I in hell? I guess we ought to go with the correct spelling every time. Because there's no point... Oh, there is no correct spelling. Mr. Ika. Whoa.
The way that was written in the chat.
That was bad. Hold on, wait.
I wrote it.
I was just reading. It's not anything bad. YouTube, calm down. I'm not going to read any of these. That one looks like okra. Oprah Winfrey.
In AI now, emoji crying loudly. Real.
Sonic? I know that's not how you pronounce that, but like... I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm now reading these, trying to find the one that is the weirdest, I guess.
AI.
Ag. I know, right? Is that supposed to mean nose? Sure, I guess you have one.
You know what I meant.
Modern Warfare. Oh, I really hate this. I hate this. I know. That's literally terrible. That no. Is there an ending? Am I just... Hi again. Perfect. What? Did you write a good poem today? That's like the third achievement I've gotten throughout this whole thing. Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, did you write this poem for me? To be fair, it had a slur in it at a point that I did not want to choose. That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love. I'm not. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In the world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. If this puts a virus in my PlayStation, I'm gonna be a little upset. Hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. Well, that didn't stop you, did it? First, you outed my actual gamer tag, and then either you or a follower is in my chat. I have yet to determine which. And then 3, you just exist, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I just assumed it'd be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything. You might have gotten mad at me. Very. Maybe even deleted my character profile if you preferred playing without me. Is that a thing I can do? Gosh. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Already spent our eternity together? No. I have so many things I want to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look at each other's eyes. Let's see.
No,
Guys.
I'm not a virus. Don't worry. I'm not like Kanito Pet and Bonzi Buddy.
I have no idea what that last one is, but that last one's pretty bad. Guys! I don't like this. There's no dialogue anymore. I can't even pause the game. I'm stuck here. Excuse me? I literally can't do anything. I can't even access my I can't even access my PlayStation button. What? Oh, what was the yellow? You know, I really do think you literally saved my life being here with me. I can't imagine I haven't been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound dramatic or anything. Haha, but I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some... Oh. Well. Too bad we're in space! It's not like I can't jump out the window literally right behind you and succeed.
There are about 4 hours of dialogue. Big smile.
There's no way there are 4 hours and you guys are wanting me to sit through this. Well, maybe I'd write some poetry to keep yourself sane for a while. No, please don't. I'd like to be insane. Even if nobody even read it. Let's be honest, club members don't really count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say just as fulfilling as you share with people. Even if it takes some time to find the right people to share with.
We're gonna be here for a while, I guess.
Remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you part of her hobbies, too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. And I don't mean club members, I mean human beings. I can't even skip. What is auto? Being an introvert doesn't mean anything you shun social interactions being hated around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups of unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. I don't have to click a button. But that's stupid. Like a lot of introverts, sitting alone at home and feeling lonely and restless. And then we finally go out, and after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. I would respect if you got the fuck out of my game. Your game. Our game? Nobody's game. What game? Because clearly, this is just sitting and talking simulator. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They just love having 1 or 2 close friends and just leisurely hanging around. Can I save? Just let me! Can I load? I can't load.
Did you just putted me on auto?
No. No. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to have you there. I'm serious. If you're going to go to their house, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while. You can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between. But I think I'm usually more extroverted. Well, I'm going to avert my eyes away from this conversation. Please. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, and so don't be afraid to share unique needs with me. Nothing will make me happier than be the Ugh. Ew. Can I leave now? Does this actually go on for 4 hours? hold on. How to find a black hole
Big smile.
in Doki Doki. It's just gonna give me like a title that just says jump. Okay, it's giving me a bunch of Easter eggs. Ultimate guide to black holes in No Man's Sky. Heck yeah! I would totally go there that meant getting out of this. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do on a date. Oh god, we could eat lunch, go to a cafe, we can go shopping. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Skirts. Or maybe a bookstore. That'd be appropriate, right? I really love to go to a chocolate store. You're just fat. So many free samples. And of course, if you see a movie or something, gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything we do is fun. I'm so happy. I don't want to call you that. I am happily engaged. I'll make you a proud
Turn
boy.
Left, right, up, down, BA start.
Problem with that, Chief. What would that be on PlayStation? B and A do not exist. Didn't earlier they say they didn't know if I was a boy or a girl? And they just said boyfriend? Where in the walls is she? What if I'm using a voice changer? You don't even know that. What if I'm lying? What if I have the watermelons of a great ape? What are you going to do? Hey, you remember the last poem I showed you? I mean, the one right before Yuri did that and messed up all colors and stuff. That was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem. Yeah, it glitched. It was experimenting with different ways I could modify the game and run code and things like that. It almost seemed like with enough effort, I'd be able to escape from the confines of the game entirely. Sadly, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I messed up the whole thing. And I keep trying, but I doubt you want to deal with me doing that. Besides, that was when I was getting really desperate, you know. I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm happy where we are now. And I can tell you are too. You're a liar. I hate it here. I want to go home. It's been 3 days and I haven't eaten. Alright. The water coming through your ceiling is the only thing I've had to drink. Please, I would like to taste Mountain Dew once more. Or at least go to Thanksgiving. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. Did you get good sleep? No! It'd be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays. Especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. I'm sure college is a little better since you probably have a more flexible schedule. Then again, I hear lots of people in college stay up all night anyways for no real reason. Is that true? Hell if I know! I don't go to college. Why do you think I'm here? Anyway, I saw some sites that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by lack of sleep. Seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. How long do I have to sit here, damn it? Just think, you're really great and want to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. So try to keep your sleep on track, okay? I'll always wait for you in the morning, so make sure you put on your well-being before anything else. Guys, I'm gonna play a freaking Pokemon quiz. I might as well at this point. Oh my god. Jeez. It's an hour. This is an hour. You know what? We're doing a Pokemon quiz. Somebody give me a random thing to do with Pokemon. Screw Monika. We're not doing this anymore. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set's still somewhere in there. Well, you deleted her, so... Or maybe that got deleted too. Yeah, I just said that. Kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, not complaining, because I liked it too. Always wonder with her. Is it truly passion for hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? Is it the problem with high schoolers? Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, probably could have just changed the script myself. Yeah, why didn't you? You know, Mountain Dew. I guess I never really thought of it like that. There's no such thing about it now, but if you still get a drink of coffee, then it makes me a little jealous. I'm gonna go get coffee now. There's 1,025 Pokemon now? I like how I'm doing different things now, just because to pass the time. We're gonna go with Pikachu. That is my first guess. It's up there! No way! I wish I could share a screen with you guys so bad. Yes, I want to leave. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know this takes place in Japan? Yes. I assume you knew that. Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at point where it takes place. Is this even really Japan? This is fucking space. Have you looked outside? I don't know. Maybe go outside, stick your head out the window so I can push you into the ever-loving void called space. And then I can sit down by myself and cry. Maybe that's what I want to do. You don't make me happy at all. I just want to sit alone. And watch your lifeless body float through nothing.
I'm watching this while playing Subway Surfers.
I mean, aren't classrooms and stuff kind of weird for Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. Feels like everything is just here because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. Or that I just selected English as my language, and you can fuck off. It's giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. Feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Like space! It makes so much sense. Wouldn't you still feel you're at home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter. As long as we're alone and safe together, this is really our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Just one problem! We're in space! I don't know how I could make that any more clear. Also, is the room getting darker? I sure hope so. Maybe my life is finally coming to an end. Maybe I can give myself the Yuri treatment. Oh, she's still talking. You know, high school is really turbulent time for a lot of people's lives. It can really get passionate and dramatic. And others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Everyone has a story, and you may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Do not do the clapperboard emoji while I'm talking to a woman. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. Well, that's morbid. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that's one of them. Just if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help by treating them like they're a good friend, spending time with them even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. She's telling me how to get the other better ending, isn't she? If there's even a better one. This might be the best one, and I'm trapped eternally. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, see you at school tomorrow. All those things can help your friend make it to the next day. This is all going to be a whole, like, this word that I can't say is bad. Have friends, do good things, you won't suffer from it anymore. Hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people you would want to save your life. Maybe if they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. Aren't you trying to be human? So therefore, you are complicated too. But then again, if you were a human, I would probably still delete this game. Just to make you go bye-bye. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you. She said my love. I hate that. Quickly! Fiancé of mine, say my love! Thank you. I love you. I don't know who this person is on screen. But, like, This hour of dialogue is very long. She hasn't even blinked. That's what scares me the most. She hasn't blinked. She hasn't moved. She doesn't breathe. She doesn't twiddle her thumbs or sneeze, apparently. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought taking medication was the easy way out. Like anyone could just solve their mental problem. I guess if you don't suffer from mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it, though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed, too, you know. But medication aside, people even look down on seeing mental health professionals. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but you're pretty perfect already. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. That's probably copyright. I don't care. Because I just want to go home. I want to go have my best friend back, okay? I want to go have the depressed one back. I want the little one so I can punt her across the football field every once in a while. You know what's neat form of literature? Rap. That is... that is a weird thing to really throw in here. I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep my mind open. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways. Have you heard of Eminem? Because that man can speak riddles and rhymes. Since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm, there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together, still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. Rhyme something with orange, I dare you. I kind of wish I had a Eminem in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it'd be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. Alright, where's Eminem? We need that number right now. Someone leak Eminem's phone number right now. God, dude. I don't know what to say anymore. This is purgatory. This is hell. This is all that's been here for the past 32 minutes. Such a good listener. Not really. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. Hey, we can give her Skittles. Apparently those things are apparently more sour now than they've ever been. And I think, honestly, it would delete her. Give her some acid. Makes you kind of self-conscious when you're having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. That was short. Maybe we're finally getting to the end of the dialogue. And Monika can go jump out a window. I want to know why there's just this yellow glow cutting off your neck. Like, are you becoming a supernova? Are you just going to explode at the end of this? Honestly, wouldn't doubt it. Would actually really like to see that. Please explode. Do something. In fact, let me go make popcorn so that I can witness everything about you blow up into smithereens. She's not talking. Is she done talking? Ah, damn it! I thought she was done. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got it pretty good over the years. I don't show my weakness very often. But because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when you do reach the point of friendship, where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities. Oh, when do you reach it? Never. Because with you, you're not my friend. So, goodbye. Anyways, One reason I'm glad to have you now. I feel like I'm a little less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. Guys, I'm getting hungry and I ate an hour ago. There's a problem. I don't get hungry often. But now, since this person has been talking to me, boring me for 30 minutes, I want food. Kind of feel like KFC. I'm not really a fan of cold weather. Are you? Absolutely, I love cold weather. I was born in December. I was literally the snow baby. I am your Christmas star that you place on top of the tree. Like, spin me around and I'll dance. I will be your little dancing Christmas star. If I had to choose between too cold, too hot, I'll always pick too hot. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb. And if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. So inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Ew. To be fair, I like the cold more than I like the hot. Because if I'm too cold, blankets. Clothing. I'm good. If I'm too hot, let's just say that I am, like, it's absolutely burning outside. The world is on fire. Every forest burned down, and we're just, like, going to die. Alright? If I have lost clothing, and I'm still too hot, and the air conditioner's on, and there's no safety in Antarctica, what am I gonna do? Shed my skin? Why, like... No, I'd rather be too cold, because at least I can cover myself up with, like, 6,000 blankets. Eventually I won't feel cold, right? I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more than I want to be in the same room. And to feel your warmth, to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows, maybe it'll be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. That's a lie. By the way, you have no heartbeat. I don't know how to tell you. You are, inside of a PlayStation console. And I could throw away that PlayStation console, which throws you away. She's gonna end up snapping my neck or something. I can just feel the tension. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often. Well, maybe you should experience it. You know, save me from purgatory. In-game, YouTube. Hold on, in-game. No. We good people here. Recently, I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. After a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static, rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or panic. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some odd reason, I can remember it anyways. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant, and I'm back in my own mind. When you're here with me. And I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why stuff happens to me. But I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that'd be really great. Really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in the screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that's what makes me feel like you really do care. So I have to thank you for that. Makes me feel even closer when you're here with me. Is that how I beat her? Do I have to actually close the game? Because that closes the stream. Alright, let me look it up. Because this could be an endless loop, and it could never end. Why was I searching this? And it was like... Oh, never mind. Monika, I'm reading, okay? Well, we'll just find out how this goes. Anyways, I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It makes you feel useless, so you can't do anything like that. Can I just delete you? Doki Doki, delete this person. I really thought something would activate and it'd do something. I think the new generation suffers it from the most. Before, probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us an instant gratification. I think if science, psychologically, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're all in trouble. When was this game made? When was this game made? We might be in trouble now. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might as well just have to live with the feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. She will never be real. Why am I getting PlayStation trophies still? Hello? What is the last thing she says? At least let me know how close I'm getting. I'm opening several YouTube videos. No! Stop talking. I was thinking about Sayori. Still wish you could have handled the whole thing a little more tactfully. You're still not hung over it. Oh, really? I'm still not hung up over it? Really? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional.
To be honest, I don't know.
But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share last moments. I think a few seconds in, she could have changed her mind or something. But she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyways. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just survival instincts. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyways, right? It's not healthy to think the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault. I may have... What? What is that word? The last part of it's baited. I might have baited it a little bit. But Sayori was already mentally ill. Still, though, I wonder how things would be if you two had just started dating from the get-go. Guess, well, we'd all still be in the club room, writing poems, having fun together. But what's the point if none of it's real? I mean, the same ending either way. Two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. And really, I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Well... too bad. I want to know if there is an end to this. You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know. Finish high school to go to college, get a job, or grad school. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there, like trade schools, or freelance work, or many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea that they want to do with their lives. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business, or communication, or psychologically. Or apparently creating a video game that doesn't let me do what the fuck I want. Sorry, I was angry there for a minute. Not because of an interest in those fields, but because they hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees. So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they keep raising their prices due to the demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt, with no job. And despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. Dear God, I can't read! Ah! Oh. Ah. How much do you read? Not enough to care, honestly. Jesus.
Zero hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds spent reading.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, okay, can somebody look up if there is a way to end this? Because once I start getting repeated dialogue and I have not figured out how to end this, someone tell me. Don't tell me until I have repeated dialogue. How much do you read? It's too easy to neglect reading books. Has the background gotten darker? It's definitely got darker, right? If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entrainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I don't think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little better. It helps you get a good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all just to pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest books you're reading. That sounds super amazing. And then I could go back to my normal life to where I don't read anyways, but apparently this game is the one thing I'm reading. I'm gonna look up the B-movie script. It's probably more interesting than Monika, right? B-movie script. Is it actually here? Oh my god, it's here. Hold on. Monika, I have something to do. According to all known laws of adaptation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get that fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways. Because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Oh, black and yellow. Shake it up a little.
Emoji fire.
Barry, breakfast is ready. You know what? I should do an entire video to where I just read the fucking B-movie script. I'm gonna put up a poll for it. That's gonna happen one day. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you even consider playing in the first place, chat? Honestly, my YouTube chat. Were you that lonely? No. It just popped up on PlayStation and my chat was like, you should do it! Do it! Your autismic brain can handle the power. Feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us.
You read the
Got to meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Okay. Now you're on to something. That might be a great idea. Should I play Ultimate Custom Night and read the B-movie script while I'm playing it? Or understanding it? Just when I get just kind of bored and used to the controls, just start reading the B-movie script. Also, Ultimate Custom Night is on PlayStation, but it sucks. It sucks so bad. It's pretty random, but I always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. I have eaten a ghost pepper before. I love spice. Haven't done the one chip yet, which I was supposed to do so long ago, but like I can't find them. They don't exist anymore. And I'm not going to Amazon because not happening. It's almost like we were making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to literally make food enjoyable. Like imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for... Whoa. Sorry, that was kind of weird, I guess. Just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so... I'm not reading the rest of that. You're weird. I'm joking! Gosh, I'm using myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. I hate that. I don't like the fact that she could literally be okay saying, I could just eat you. Just imagine having a conversation with someone you really trust, and them staring blankly into your soul and going, you look tasty. The feeling changes immediately, and you may not be friends with them anymore. Oh my god, do something. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish the song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense of having any regrets. I've already got to be here with you forever. I want a piano. No, a piano would make this so much better. Can we have some waffles? Let's get Donkey from Shrek to make us some waffles. You know what he's doing in the morning. And no, not the Jacksepticeye top of the morning stuff. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know. Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, geez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I didn't really know what I'm doing. What? The music didn't change. Guess I should be messing with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. Ah! I'm not sad about it or anything.
The video game Doom.
Oh my god. Totally. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Monika, do me a favor. Put the Doom soundtrack in here, okay? In fact, write the script in the next Doom game that Isabelle from Animal Crossing comes out of a wormhole, and it is canon that they are together. Like, good canon. Like, not just fan-made art, you know, drawings, because that's weird, and yes, I've seen some of them. I don't know how I like Isabelle being a monster. Anyways, I'm not going to explain further. If you're that curious, you'll find it yourself. You ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Like you're just minding your own business, and then you realize you're feeling really anxious. You're just sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about. It makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever.
Every time there is a big delay between dialogue, it plays the Doom theme.
Absolutely. Okay, your favorite Doom game, okay? Me, personally, I like Eternal. That's me, personally. But I feel like that's a game not very many people like. But anyways, that's my opinion. Oh, dude, sitting exactly how I'm sitting is making my butt cheeks hurt so much. And I'm pretty sure I'm in a chair in the actual game. Or at least I hope. Hope I'm not standing. Jesus.
Either Eternal or the OG.
Yeah, the OG is a really good one. 2016's Doom. Is that... Hold on. Hold on, we're doing research. Monika, you can hold your horses. Okay. How good was Doom 2016? After a long day, I usually want to just sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles to be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. That is a vibe. That is probably the What was... Okay. Sorry, I died. But that is probably the most relatable thing she has ever said. She's still a terrible person, though. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything the next day. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me, but late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Oh yeah, by the way, I bought Hello Kitty pajamas, and now I am matching with my fiance and her friends. And that is what I will go to sleep in tonight, probably. I know, right? Big Shadow Man sleeps in a Hello Kitty onesie. You never would have known.
I already know a lot of people does that.
I really like the sound of rain. Not so much getting my clothes and hair wet, though, but a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah, sometimes I imagine you holding me while I listen to the sound of rain outside. That's weird. It's not too cheesy or anything. Would you ever do that for me? No. No, not in a million years. Not even in however long this game can be available for. The dialogue has not repeated once, and we're 55 minutes into the stream. Does this end? I like how the music's still distorted, but I just don't care. It's just become normal noise for me. It's like my radio and I punched it one too many times and it still works. Just... It's just like a broken record player, just wobbly disc. Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. Haha! I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Haha. About that, I might have made fun of you probably the entire time I've been playing this. That shows how little you know about me. Can I punch her? Can I do something? Can I just throw the desk at her? Can I do something? Because I can't even access my PlayStation button. Because it just won't. It won't let me. Can I even delete this game once I'm done with it? I never thought about that. Is it going to be here forever? Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined, even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in conversation that someone doesn't like. Or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago. Or would you feel worthless or putting off something important forever and failing to get simple tasks done? Or when you think about all the different people you'd probably hate or think you're off-putting? I understand those days. Just remember, the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kind of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people you might hate or find off-putting. I think you're wonderful and will always love you. Ew. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that it helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. No, I'm ready for the dialogue to repeat, or for the ending of this game. Because I don't know how much longer of this I can take. It's just me reading. I feel like I'm reading a Harry Potter novel, and it's starting to repeat itself slowly. Or make no sense. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I need a snack. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyways. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at new life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. I miss my Danny Doritos. I ate them in the last stream, and I kind of wish I didn't. I miss my sweet Asian chili Danny Doritos. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. She's starting to break. She's gotta be. She's breaking slowly. She's missing everyone. She's got to be. She's gotta be missing everyone. Come on. She keeps talking about him more and more often and said she's like, oh, I wish I didn't do this, or I wish I would have done that, or oh, I should have finished that. She's breaking herself. So just do it already. Die. Do something. In-game. Die in-game. Heck, delete yourself. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Social media can practically be like prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours gone by and you've got nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy, but it's not really your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites.
I wish I didn't kill everyone else and delete them permanently.
Just the goofy voice over there. Just, oh, shucks. Or something. I don't know. I don't know who says that, but one of the Mickey Mouse characters used to say that. Or you can set a timer and have a more concrete reminder when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you. Alright, give me the delete game option. Do it! I'm so wanting to read the B script, and I've never wanted to read it more than this one moment. You guys think if I was to search up Shrek feet pictures, I would get some? Or get put on a watch list by the FBI? What? Why did I get Will Smith as a Smurf? What? That's crazy. Why I got Will Smith as a Smurf? Look. It's Will Smurf. Anyways, she said something. Gosh darn.
I got too curious.
Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie. If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel personally attacked? It's because by saying that, they're like implying you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I liked it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website, it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it to. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they understand and follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset from the disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monica's debate tip of the day. Haha, sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. Anyways, speaking of X and Y, I am so excited for the new Pokemon Legends game. Oh my god, X and Y was good. It was too easy, but it was good. And I am so ready for the third game it deserves. We really needed Pokemon Z. Okay, Zygarde, our boy, he did not get enough screen time. I'm sorry. Like, not even in the anime. He was, like, super nerfed until the last 3 episodes. And then he went away after one. Nothing ever happened. You know, I always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there's, like, dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like if you had a class together, or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it, and you decide to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking a complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. In comparison, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I think I'm okay. Sorry, I was dying, literally. Hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day. You could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life, and you'll never know it. Once you get up and go on with your day, the opportunity's gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world, even if it was by chance. Guess I got really lucky, huh? This is the cringest thing I've ever read. Start repeating! Do something! End me! End my misery! Delete me! Delete the video game for me! Put up the B-movie script. Oh, that's 19 on the board of insane points. Oh, she's talking. You know, it's funny, because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm, like, perpetuating gender roles or whatever saying that. What? But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. Be honest. When you're married, what's your favorite home-cooked meal? Me personally, not so much a meal. Dessert, pecan pie. My fiance does make a really good pecan pie. It's a shame because I've gained so much weight from it. That's not going to stop me, though. I'm still going to eat it. There's a really popular character type called Tsundere. Tsundere? These nuts. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really embodiment of that. Yeah. There was no hiding that. First I thought she was just like that because she was supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made me feel a little more... It made it a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? It's really gotten to her, and so she has a really defensive attitude all the time. And it's not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. Just reminiscing, that's all. Bring them back! You obviously missed them. Also, I just now realized that your nose, like, doesn't exist. What is that? It looks like a wrinkle. Or it just looks like a pimple's about to pop up. And I just want to squeeze the hell out of it. And maybe your head will explode with it and I'll be free. Guys. Am I trapped? Is this eternity? This feels really bad. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know. As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it, and even want to share it with everyone. My ankle is dying. But after a few weeks, you come back to it and realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, and you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you always compare yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know. The truth is, you have to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten, and then you look ahead to realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes, it can help set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project, and you're still an amateur, you'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general, and you can really focus on one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you can just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like a drawing and painting. It's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides to basics to it. Can you shut the fuck up? I'm literally like, I'm foaming out the mouth trying to say everything to get through this, and you just keep talking. I'm like choking on the spit. It's spit and choke. Choke on the spit. It's like Madagascar too. Didn't need to happen, but we're all lucky it does. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning organization will help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything is built on thousands of years of human invention. So as long as you start on that foundation, take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Can we roll the credits? I want to be done. You know what's sad? Apparently this isn't the last part. Or this might be the last part. And we just don't know it. But apparently... So if I go to sleep, will she still be here? Hey, do you like horror? New dialogue. I remember we talked about it a little when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but really not horror movies.
The
problem I have horror movies is the most
some comments
of them, but realize
eternal or the
easy something.
I'm
missing words.
Does that.
Like dark lighting, scary looking monsters, jump scares, and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a different. The story and writing is descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch deeply into the story and characters. It's just to mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than just things being slightly off. Like, you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story's going to be about. And then you start inverting things, like pulling the piece apart. So even though the story doesn't, feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels deeply unsettled. Like, they know that something horribly wrong is hidden underneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Really? Really, don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we're just stuck with the romance. This is a romance horror game. Man, God, I can't imagine that, man. It's like, it's like it's the past. Whoa. I fucking hate this. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna keep going for the lore. Or in hopes that there is an end to this. And we're not stuck here for hours. You know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type. Feels like they work so hard, but get nothing out of it. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. Guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes you feel like you're not special at all. But that's fine, you're supposed to write yourself anyways, right? Yeah. She's breaking. We're getting to her. She's going to end up dying. I can feel it. Uh, 300 days of Monika to go. 300 days of Monika. You take one down and pass it around. It doesn't matter. We're in an endless time loop. Would you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I really get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship. I don't care. And it's because I really want to be with someone who makes you proud. Maybe I would feel like I would try to...